Hello my friends and welcome to another First Impressions video. Well, these data protection agreements which I will decline because I just don't like nebulous data recording in video games. Okay, let's check that the resolution is correct. It is not. That is a weird bug that I see in some games, that it gets the resolution wrong. And yeah, nothing happens because this is the resolution that the desktop is at. So there's no, like, you know, the flickering that you kind of get when you change resolution doesn't happen because... Anyway, I don't know. I don't get it. It's fine. I think it might be because I have Windows at 4K but with 150% scaling. Let's turn the audio down a little bit. I have 150% scaling because on 4K, of course, all the text is super tiny, which is very irritating. Okay, and I think we are ready to go. Let's go. Let me just, while this game is loading. I'm just going to check that, because the sound doesn't look quite right on this game, so I'm just going to check the audio. Oh, come on, game. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go. Calderia was once revered as a paradise, however ancient rulers lusted after power and knowledge, leaving devastation in their wake. Okay. Now this game is early access, so maybe they will fix this, but I've said this in many first impressions. If I'm just loading into your game for the first time, at least have the introductory story, like, voiced. You know, have it voiced. House Cantoro, House Stelto. This is like the random Italian sounding house name generator. Okay, Navarro is actually Spain, but you know, that'll do. As the etiquette of feudalism dictates, each house has different ideals to follow and traditions to value. We were known as peacemakers, idealists, warriors, isolationists, schemers, scholars. I love how Peacemakers gives you faster population growth. Typically, faster population growth is incredibly overpowered in any kind of strategy game and leads to much more aggressive play than anything else. It was our parents that led the expedition to recolonize Calderia. Time to choose who amongst their children will become the new head of house. There's always time to eat something. Can you just completely customize somebody? just put some armor on. Wow, the level of customization here is quite high. Well, the fat guy is the only guy available. Oh, you can reroll. Are you allowed to just infinitely reroll until you get something amazing? Wow, look at this guy. He's only 32. And his stats all look really good. He has also lots of positive things like gentle, sociable, cunning, and a renowned hunter. Let's go. Oh man, we got a coat of arms to decide on too. Sweet. You know what? I like the bird. Where did the bird go? I see, I get it. They're in categories. There's my bird. Let's stick with the bird. House Origins! Wow, we got so much setup to do. Okay. We were the first to arrive, near the Emperor's lands in the east. Where early arrived, we landed in the south. Arrived later than many and settled in the mountains of the north. Arrived when most of the land was inhabited and thus settled a bit further away in the west. From the unclaimed land still available to us, we established our settlement in... Interestingly, if you start up here, you start with a huge amount of buildings built. You know, even though this says this is like medium difficulty, I guess it's because of all the negatives. This does feel like a strategically good position. Alright, choose difficulty level. Child's Play, we got it all so easy. The usual story, we had our hardships but none more than the other houses. Bring on the hard. Would you like to have a tutorial? Sure, why not? Everything in the game is physically located somewhere. Even resources are transported on trade deals and they do not teleport. You are a vassal of House Espelta. You pay taxes to them. Counts may have several barons as well as vassals. Duchess Garland governs over the duchy you belong in. Monstimo de Calder is the capital of Calderia. Clicking on fiefdoms opens their action categories. Wow, this feels a bit Master of Magic actually, just from a casual glance. Okay. Drag and drop workers from other professions to farmers until your production of crops is positive. Population grows according to the happiness of your workers. You may assign your family members to oversee your professions. You would actually decrease production. I thought economy was something this guy was good at. Interesting, okay. So he improves happiness. But does not in any way improve production. Upgrade with a hammer icon can be built immediately. Aggression upgrades have various effects: increase city size, increase worker slots, unlock new military unit, new companion, new profession. Buildings, crop fields, crop production 50% for duration. Increase city size by 2. Current objectives can be seen here. Assign overseer. Send an official to visit your overlord's fiefdom to improve your relations. You may choose who you are going to visit by selecting a family member from the other family on the right side. He's currently overseeing farmers. This activity will stop if he is sent on a delegation. But I wasn't allowed to choose anyone else anyway, so... House relations. Okay. Here are the time controls. When an event pops up, the game is paused until you resolve them. Okay, it's like EU4 style. One family member old enough for wardship. Suggest that a member of the other family take responsibility for educating your youth. Okay, why am I doing these things? I'm not quite sure, but we're doing them. Family members without a task. Raise an army. Marriage means an alliance between the houses. It's a bit of a mystery as to who you can marry here, like... New upgrade available for the Masons. +1 slots, plus 25% resource. Work time, 350 days. That's a lot of days. You can also order them to work harder. Well, it's not... okay, here it is. Okay. I guess it really wants me to build that building, huh? It seems to me like adding an overseer just makes things worse. This increases the workers' happiness. Okay, what do we got here? Ranks you can unlock. Ah, this affects your tech tree. Light Mathemagic. I guess this is not actually finished yet. So you don't actually start with your bonus. Okay. How do I... Are these ticks per day? Skills of the characters often have the greatest impact on possible outcomes. Skill of 10 to 12 is average. 18 plus is superb. Traits may also affect events depending on the context. You may choose what your family members try to achieve, but their characteristics determine how well they succeed. Gossip, go! Okay. Growth. 1 a day. Interesting that I can't change the effort level either. Oh, she's on her way back. Okay, I'm not really sure why we're doing this, but we're going to do it. She decided to ship herself there. If you have peacemaker traditions, they will lose accumulated points instead of you gaining any isolationist points. There's my ring. I was afraid it had been stolen. Eight points towards Scholar. Okay, so you get like kind of science points for doing these trips. Our army passes a group of youths attending a lecture about negotiation etiquette and tactics. The pupils are about to begin an exercise and debate. When tutor knows I may watching them. Social conflicts represent several topics that can be achieved through intense negotiations. They are presented as tactical combat between the negotiators. Negotiations are led by these characters. Here are the topics that require negotiations. Okay, not really sure what this means, but sure, whatever. Next. Companions are your entourage from highly regarded occupations, each bring their viewpoints to the matter at hand. Every companion has 4 stats. Here's a number of companions you've currently chosen, how many you're allowed to bring along. Whoever has the upper hand in negotiations may bring more companions. Each class has a natural attack bonus against the other class, i.e. any diplomatic companion gains plus 50% against, I think this is military, when negotiating against any marketing companion. Bonus against economy. When you're ready to begin negotiations, click confirm. The objective is to conquer the opponent's red nodes. The opponent tries to conquer your green nodes. To the winner, gain 1 diplomacy. To the winner, gain 1 military. Units automatically conquer neutral and opponent-controlled nodes they're on. Characters and higher tier companions may have special abilities they can use during the negotiations. Negotiations happen in real time and they begin as soon as you click the ready button. What does it say what type of character he is? Okay. I couldn't see what characters he had in the earlier phase. Economy beats shield. These two are both shield. This guy doesn't seem to have a trait. When activated, unit attracts all possible attacks to itself for 10 seconds. Everyone, including the unit itself, becomes invincible. Okay. I have no idea how this works. We're just gonna play anyway. Wow, getting wrecked. If I put the joke on, I should force him to attack him. Okay, well this is very bizarre. How on earth does this work? How does this even work? It's so weird. I can only presume that he just had much better characters than I did. I'm not entirely sure I just understand what the... It's funny, the game obviously has had a huge amount of thought put into it. It looks very interesting. But I just don't really get it. Like, that previous battle, I didn't really get it that well. It looked like I was handling the left-hand side very easily. So I moved a character over to the right-hand side to make sure that I didn't lose there. And then that same character just got absolutely dumpstered on the right-hand side. She agrees that economic affairs should be prioritized over others. One of the workers at the Freeholders, a charismatic young man, has convinced all the workers that the well close to the working site is cursed. Now they are refusing to work until the curse is lifted. Your economy, your military. A little persuasion, the man promises to change his story, but now preaches the curse is only dangerous to lazy workers. The workers are still terrified, but at least they work swiftly. Okay, so I've gained some points in certain areas. I must admit, getting dumpstered in a tutorial is definitely a new one for me. Might be the difficulty level as well, to be fair. Okay, this gives Peacekeeper. This works on diplomacy though, which is not that high. Louise's caravan is halted by guardsmen at the fortification checkpoint. He demands a sizable fee to let them pass through. Affecting the outcome, your intrigue, your underlying trait, humble. If I want the Peacekeeper points, I have to pay up. Haha. Louisa pays the fee, and when a delegation passes the guardsman, she notices the guards laughing and putting coins in their pockets and not in the official vault. This gives Louisa the idea that she could exploit this weakness to her benefit by gaining spies to infiltrate the city. Gain the trait Cunning. Life is treating you well. Satisfied character is more likely to have positive events. What do I do with all these crops? Can I buy anything with them? Does some buildings require crops to build? Other building under construction. So you can only build one building at a time. Interesting. Let's just try raising an army before I close out this first look. It seems like a really very detailed game. At the moment, I just don't really kind of get it. Amy Navarro's wife has been acting strange. Sometimes when she wakes up at night, she's not in bed, she's more quiet than usual. Amy suspects she's being unfaithful. She says she is tired and her duties feel overwhelming. Okay, so armies follow roads. Or shipping lanes. Disband. So once you have an army, you can just send it somewhere. Okay, you can just wander your army around. No one cares. Guess military access is not a thing in this. He is now ready to become a squire. Oh, I can speed up the building. By putting an extra guy in masons. White cat. A pure white cat comes out of the bushes, stretches and approaches Bardo. He has become curious for 180 days. His military skill is better than hers. Yeah, pick someone who's actually got a good military skill. So you've got to declare war to use military units, I'm going to presume. But the circumstances under which you can declare war are somewhat of a mystery to me. Strange voices in the dark. The baker is up early. Gain the trait observant. And satisfied. The crops are rapidly running out. I don't want to move both, I just want to remove one. I love how the movement looks like a car going up like 100 miles an hour. Slackers. Luisa Navarro has arrived at Episode's court but doesn't know how to win. Heir to Espala's favor. Pondering possible strategies, she comes across a group of courtiers gossiping. She blends in well and insists to keep her new friend at court. Okay. 2 a day. Okay, alright, well, anyway. I think this is the kind of game that you probably really need to sit down with it for several days to really work out what it is you're supposed to be doing and what the path to victory looks like. I know that the path to victory looks like, you know, do this, then do this, then do this. But, yeah, every game I play, I usually pick up pretty quickly what the correct path to winning is, or what you're supposed to be, you know, doing to advance your position. And that seems a lot trickier in this game. But hey, I mean, it looks very interesting. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this early access look, and I will see you guys in the next video.